Hi, everyone. My name is Rennie Fong, and I'm the principal at PS130, and we're here to give you a virtual kindergarten orientation about PS130. We know this choice is not easy. You have a lot of great schools to choose from, so we just want to share a little bit about PS130 and what we're about. So we are a 2017 National Blue Ribbon School recognized by the U.S. Department of Education, and we're very proud of that. That couldn't happen without an extraordinary staff and truly dedicated uh, parents working with our staff and our students, and we're very, very grateful for that. Our school wide instructional focus is ensuring that instruction is rigorous by developing and implementing a culturally responsive, cohesive curriculum that's data driven, inclusive, and engaging. And here are my two assistant principals who I call my right and left brain. We have Ms. Samparan and Ms. Thomas. I myself, this is my 25th year at PS 130. I started out as a kindergarten teacher. I taught fourth and fifth grade, and then I taught computers technology. Was a assistant principal for a little bit, and now this is my eighth year as principal, and it's truly an honor to serve. So, what is PS 130 all about? Our school's motto is excellence in education and enrichment and equity for all of our children. We strive to balance a rigorous academic curriculum with involvement in the performing arts and technology for every single student. One of our core beliefs is that students will excel in the classroom when they're given opportunities to build confidence, social skills, and community through engaging in the arts. So we currently have five kindergarten classes, and this can change year to year. Ms. Moy is in a special class, which is students from K to 2 in a specialized class. And Ms. Chan, we have Ms. Imam this year. She's our gifted and talented teacher, and we have an ICT classroom this year with Ms. Tong and Ms. Lee. An ICT classroom is where you have a general education teacher with a special education teacher, and the students are all mixed, and you usually can't even tell who is general ed, who is special ed. But that's a model that is used throughout the New York City public schools, from kindergarten up till middle school and beyond. So this is to be more inclusive, and most likely, if you're a student in any public school, eventually you may find yourself in an ICT classroom. All right, and then we have also Ms. Mann in a general education classroom. These are our cluster classes. Every day, the students will go to extra class in order for the kindergarten teachers to have some planning time. So we have art with Ms. Chan, music with Ms. Bradford, movement and library with Mr. Ewan, and we have PE, gym with Ms. Chen and Mr. Duque. So these are various clusters where students will go up to the various classrooms to join in the different activities. And in terms of literacy, we have units of studies based on Teachers College Reading Writing Project, and we align them with the New York State Next Generation Learning Standards. And you can see all the different components of our literacy program, where there are literacy centers, read alouds, independent reading, word study, reading workshop, writers workshop, inquiry based project time, shared reading, sorry, guided reading, and phonics instruction. All of these are so important in giving a holistic instruction for our students. We really believe in differentiated instruction, where students are often broken up into smaller groups. Sometimes they're homogeneous, sometimes they're heterogeneous, depending on the skill that the teacher wants the students to learn. And yeah, beginning of the year, you can see a level A book with a lot of patterns like this button is a square, this button is a circle, something like that. And then moving on, end of the year, you will have students reading at D, E, or even higher. All right. And you can see some of the sentence structures that students will read where the text becomes more complicated. And sometimes they use the picture cues, and sometimes they'll use phonics and phonemic awareness in order to read a book or a story. And then writing in kindergarten, you can see in the beginning a lot of labeling, writing, drawing pictures. And By the end of the year, not that they can't draw anymore, but you can see this is not even necessarily a GNT student, but you can see the voluminous writing that some kindergarten students are able to do by the end of the year. Most of them will be able to produce quite a lot of writing. And here, um, in terms of math, we use what's called Engage New York by a company called Eureka, Great Minds, and they provide hands-on learning with manipulatives and games. In addition to a lot of extra practice. So students, again, will work in small groups just like literacy, sometimes independently as well. Thank you. And again, these are some of the things that students will be doing in math, building independent problem solving skills, building a solid number sense. There are always extensive opportunities for practice and supplemental materials. Teachers will see what activities will help students in building their number sense. And then how can parents support at home? By involving them in learning experiences, counting change, estimating, decision making, make it fun when you go shopping in a supermarket and things like that. And always asking them, oh, is there another way you can solve this problem? And even on the bottom, you'll see number strings and a number line, different ways of breaking down numbers. 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 can be broken down into 2 plus 2 and other ways. And on this right here, you see a reckon rec, and that is used to help students, sort of like an abacus in helping students count by ones or fives and helping them add or subtract. We have many subscriptions to different websites to help students with their learning. Google Classroom, as you know, we've been using that. Anytime there's a remote, if a classroom happened to close or a student missed some work due to COVID, they would go onto the Google Classroom. Now, in other subscriptions that we have, they help students with reading, writing, math. So we have Raz Kids, IXL, BrainPop Junior, Epic Books, Starfall, and ABC are just some of the websites that students use. Again, with Zoom, we have used that for parent-teacher conferences because of they've been virtual and remote. But sometimes students can come in via Zoom also if there's office hours. Again, if there was a class closure or a student had to stay home because of COVID or other reasons. And again, we really believe in a lot of collaboration and teamwork within the classroom. And you can see pictures of the students working together in groups. And of course, we want our students not only to work hard, but to play hard too. We have a play roof where the students can go up for up to about 30 minutes, weather permitting. As long as they dress accordingly, they get some fresh air outside in our beautiful roof. And even in the snow, you see the students are outside playing a little bit. And then they have centers within the classroom where they can have some choice time in doing different activities and sometimes bringing literacy into that also. And in terms of eating, this year lunch is from 11:25 to 12:10. Lunch is provided by the school. We are a Title I school, and all of the students receive free lunch, universal free lunch. So parents are welcome to pack students with lunch also, but they also have snack time every day. And we're very cognizant of any allergies. So if there are any students with allergies, you let the teacher know and our school nurse is informed. And so we make sure that those allergens are not in the classroom. Thank you. And as young learners, we explore new places around us. We welcome parents to come for our trips. Again, this year, we were very limited to any trips because of COVID, but we actually did have some virtual trips through the classroom. And we did a lot of simulated live streaming of videos, shows, so that students can still participate and experience outdoor experiences or outside experiences. In terms of Halloween, at PS130, usually the students will go room to room in the hallway so that they can trick or treat safely inside the school. And yeah, just thanking our teachers for their creativity and always making it fun for our kindergartners. And Thanksgiving also, hopefully by next school year, we'll have parents back into our school building and celebrating with our students. So this is different classes having different celebrations with our families and inviting them in. And this is a great activity, pajama day. The teachers choose which day, and students just have a great grand time celebrating together. And this, the past 2 years, we started chess even for kindergarten, where they have about 10 to 12 sessions for the students to introduce them to chess. There is an after school that's not affiliated with our school, but Impact Coaching Network provides chess during the school day, but they also have a paid for after school program, and that program is growing. And even our youngest students, some of them are already chess champions, so that's great to see. And each student will have access to Chess Kid, where students can learn virtually how to play chess and go through different exercises. Cool Culture is something that is offered from our school. We pay for this program for pre-K and kindergarten so that families can visit museums throughout the city for free. The school will pay for that, and there are many different opportunities for families to go throughout the city and to see all that the city has to offer. And Showtime. We love our school performances. We have a holiday show, Lunar New Year show, multicultural show. We have a Black History Month to just teach our children and to celebrate the diversity at our school. And we just love these moments. Sorry, when our students can shine and the spotlights on them in the school auditorium. And teachers are so creative in different choreography and different productions. So we're always thankful for these performances, and it just gives the students more confidence as well, and let them shine in different ways. We have a partnership with Inside Broadway, and they actually just started in the spring with us. We've had this partnership for over a decade now, and a teaching artist will come to the school and work with each class and teach them different Broadway numbers and choreography. And then during their graduation in June, the students will show, all the practicing they've done, and they will perform for our families. And we're really, really grateful to our Parents Association. Without them, we wouldn't have all of these different art partnerships, all paid for by our Parents Association. So fundraising is key, and we're really grateful to them for all they do to raise funds for our schools so that our students can excel. And before you know it, end of the year, the students have a moving up or graduation ceremony. Last year we had it outside. You can see this is pre-COVID, of course. From the picture, you can always tell now if it was pre or post-COVID. And we just love our Inside Broadway program and our teachers working with the teaching artists. Just some school information. Our website is PS130M.org. M is for Manhattan. School this year has began at 8:30 every day. That might change in any given year. But breakfast usually starts at 7:35, where students can be dropped off, and then the teachers will pick them up by 8:30. And again, I mentioned our Active Parents Association, and our kindergarten classes love parent participation. So welcoming you to join in and help with school events, trips, celebrations, fundraising, and more. We do have a uniform policy. As long as they wear a navy blue top, khaki or denim bottom is fine. Jeans are fine. We encourage sneaker wearing every day just because it's easier to get around, and so you don't have to think about which day is PE or which day is not. And sometimes they also go up to the roof for fresh air. So you just want them to wear the most comfortable shoes. So sneakers are highly recommended. Socks, of course. Friday is optional for school uniforms, but a lot of students continue it Monday through Friday, but that's up to our families. And so that was a quick rundown of our kindergarten program. Again, we thank you for giving PS130 some thought. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always email me at rfong@schools.nyc.gov or rfong@desoto130.org. We're here to help and to serve. One of the things that I always encourage parents when they're here. I have a 5 year old and I have a 15-year old. They're 10 years apart. But with both boys, my wife and I tag team in terms of reading with them every evening. That's been a ritual until my son, older son, was in middle school. We read to him every night also, and now our little one, he's 5, and that time is precious. Exposing him to books, to language, to bonding, to talking about things, to having conversations, that is key. And both boys, by the time they reached kindergarten, before they came to school, they were reading and a little bit of writing, but it's all about practicing and spending time with your children, watching educational programs like Sesame Street, Word World, a lot of programs on PBS, and even some on other TV programs that are educational. So again, always supervise. Not too much electronic time, but some is okay. You have to really look at what apps are appropriate for your child, and make sure they're not on the device for too long. They do have technology in kindergarten, and our teachers work with them a little bit on that too. But anyways, again, best of luck with all your choices. We know this is not an easy decision with kindergarten, but we just want to give you a little bit of taste of what PS130 is about. I know it's a little harder to do this virtually, but now that regulations and protocols are relaxing, hopefully you can come by to see our school too. All right, take good care and great speaking to you. I wish I was speaking with you. Bye bye now.